Oh, the headlines are glowing like lights on a tree. Sgt Grumpy's grumbling, what a sight to see. Ed's got his quips wrapped up in a bow, and David's sarcasm, it's starting to snow.
Shalini sharp like an icy remark,
Spinning the news into holiday snark. It's all in for the holidays, oh, what a cheer, let's cheer, mocking the mess of the world.
The hell is even that? Good. Ready. See what happens. Yeah, we'll go all in.
Snow falls sharp like a broken rule. Sgt Grumpy growls, this world's a fool. Ed's got a flask, David's got a smirk, Shalini's throwing shade, Talla does the dirty work. Trump's sweet and garbage, Putin's playing king. Starmer's still wondering what he's meant to bring. All I want for Christmas is outrage. Burn the tinsel, smash the stage. Rachel from Complaint, she's on the phone. Says we've turned her silent night to a moan. Santa's sleigh stuck in a bureaucrat's grip. Reindeer union staged a walkout trip. Eggnog spiked with despair and regret. Under the tree, just a national debt. Starmer's still dithering. Trump's built a wall. Putin's on the Kremlin line, laughing at us all. All I want for Christmas is outrage. Rip the carols off the page. Rachel screaming, tone it down. But we'll roast her complaints with a scowl and a frown. Snow falls sharp like a broken rule. Sgt Grumpy growls, this world's a fool. Ed's got a flask, David's got a smirk, Shalini's throwing shade, Talla does the dirty work. All I want for Christmas is outrage. Burn the tinsel, smash the stage. Rachel from Complaint, she's on the phone. Says we've turned her silent night to a moan. Santa's sleigh stuck in a bureaucrat's grip.
Hey, hey, hey. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to All In. How we doing, David? Shalini?
Good evening,
Well,
good evening.
hello there.
How you doing,
Good,
folks?
good. You guys have got more energy than I have. I was up too early, and I've been working all day.
I've been falling asleep, so, you know, watch out. I'll probably fall asleep.
Oh, my goodness, my goodness. Good evening, Troll Room, Militant, Julie. Who else we got?
Brad.
Dreadeye.
Where's the rest of
Vaughn.
everybody
I
else?
saw Vaughn. Yeah, he's
We've got
disappeared.
Vaughn. Yeah, don't
Oh,
forget about
Vaughn's
Vaughn.
there. Yeah,
Yeah,
Vaughn's there.
Behind me, sitting on the floor.
Sitting on the floor.
Sitting on the floor, he is.
Right, let's get into it, shall we? As they say, let's not
Rock and
hang
roll,
about.
let's do
we
it.
don't want young Shalini there falling asleep.
Let's get the energy up.
Right, here we go. So this was your homework. You were sent these.
Oh, yes. We
You were
certainly
sent
were.
these. So the tweet was Biden's is better, it's joyful and artistic. Trump's is boring as fuck. Biden's Christmas versus Trump's Christmas. What one was better in your eyes?
I'll kick it off. There's a bit of good to get from both here, right? So I wouldn't say that Biden's was it was more creative. It was more artistic, I think. It was exuding energy, like it was bursting of energy. But artistic, not so much. Like, you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
also in a similar vein, you could look at Trump's and kind of go, it's a bit more cut down. It's focusing on kind of, the true kind of nature of what Christmas is, kind of Christ, Europeanism, you know what I mean, which what it fundamentally is. Christmas is a European thing, and it's Christian, and yes, it is inclusive. God, I hate using that buzzword at times.
David, how dare you?
How dare you? But I think both of them are good. Like, both of them have merits, but I do not think that Trump's is as boring AF. I don't think so.
Okay. Shalini, what one did you prefer?
So I kind of prefer Trump's. So to me, it's a bit more. It's a bit more kind of homey, and it's very simple, and it's very tasteful, and it's like more low key, more traditional.
Yeah.
Whereas I found Biden's, although it is very artsy, and with all the like dancing and all that, but I just found it a little bit like, if you're one of them people who, I don't know, who might have just find too many things kind of make you not be able to cope. You know the way some people can't cope with like lots and lots of busyness.
Yeah.
So although I would say Biden's one was artistic, it was too busy, and there wasn't really an emphasis on Christmas for me. So that's my verdict. What did you think, John?
So that's one. No, two for Trump. So Trump's won it. Is it? Did you go for Trump? Yeah, David. Really? Ultimately,
I was kind of on the fence, but yeah, I will go with Trump's one, because it really kind of focuses on the downtime, the whole vacation, the holiday aspect, and the solemnness, like kind of more towards the true nature of what kind of Christmas is.
Traditional.
But I would exactly. But I would give kind of more artistic / kind of creative merit to the energy and the time that was put into
that's cool.
One.
Yeah, that's cool. There we go. Well, there you go. There's the all-in verdict. Trump wins. I prefer the Biden one.
There's always one, I suppose.
Yeah, I did find Trump's it was a bit too low key, you know.
Yeah.
And you're the president of the fucking biggest, most aggressive country in the world, and you're trying to pretend that you're not. Fucking get a bit jingoistic. Show the military. Give it fucking Tonka. Get out there. Do it. He could have made it. He could have made it better.
It was a little bit narky as well. Like he had to have that picture of him in the tree. It's just like, come on, mate. It's not all about you, kind of. Donald,
yeah, well, it is. When it's Donald, it is all about him.
It's all the Don.
You know who else it's all about? It's all about this fucking creepy. Sorry,
nice segue.
Yeah.
I really. There's something about him.
I know.
There is something about him that I just do not. Why is this phone doing
weird.
that?
His eyes are dead, mate. His soul's gone.
He's got the
Weird
cold
alert.
black eyes of a shark.
Check the hard drive.
I think. Well, see, the thing that we've got to the thing we've got to look at here is Oh wait, that's it. Right. So the thing we've got to look at is, why is he teaming up with Rockefeller? Right?
No idea. It's just weird, dude.
Well, the theory is he's partnering with MrBeast to target the youth with next gen propaganda, and I wouldn't put that past them. I would not put that past them, because who watches MrBeast? I'd never seen MrBeast until Ben mentioned it. I didn't even know who he was. But Ben's kids watched MrBeast, or Dexter watches MrBeast.
Oh, you're joking, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure Dexter watches MrBeast. I don't think Ben hides that. But yeah, who watches MrBeast? It's got to be young people, surely.
Kind of worries me a little bit, this next gen. If that has been a name that's attributed to it, that's a bit sketchy. It's a little bit sus. I think it's a similar thing I know it's a bit of a reach here to compare like with Bono from U2, but it seems to be that these e-celebs, the bigger, the more gravitas that they have, they tend to end up in these kind of open society Soros like circles working with these so-called philanthropists. And 20s or the 30s, it's this kind of thing called philanthrocapitalism. But you know, lest we forget that MrBeast is, you know, working with so-called capitalists who have also been previously linked to eugenical way of thinking, as in like, you know, eugenics from back in the day.
Eugenical. Oh wait, you've got word of the evening there.
I literally just created this like adjective out of nowhere, like, you know. But anyway, it's dodgy. It reeks. It's not good. But I'm actually not surprised at all that MrBeast has wound up in those circles. It seems to be a pattern with such stars, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, the outro for last week, says Frankie, you liked it. That's the outro, not just for last week. That's the Christmas outro, so it comes every week. And if anyone else wants to be included in it, then drop me a... what would you call it? What would you drop? A donation? Not a photo. I don't want their fucking photos.
Oh, right,
Jesus
sorry.
Christ,
sorry.
no.
All right,
Imagine that. I don't want to identify people. I'm not going to dox them, you know?
We don't want your blankets. We don't want your support. We just want your
money.
We just need cash. I know a lot of people want to send blankets or water. Just send your cash.
Just send your cash.
Just what W.
Is that senior or junior?
That's George W.
W. Sorry.
W.
Yeah. HW is the other.
So that's junior, yeah.
Yeah, that's junior. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Right, moving on. We've had enough of that freaking ugly mug.
Freak of nature.
Channel 4 News, an inquiry has been told that a senior figure of UK Special Forces allegedly tried to cover up concerns that SAS units were carrying out extrajudicial killings in Afghanistan. Well, hold on. You send the fucking Special Forces to a war zone and they kill people. Yeah. I'm sorry. What are you trying to achieve? What are people trying to achieve here? You know, if you're going to go to war, you're going to kill people, right? And saying you're going to use the army in a policing action is madness. Madness. Because the army aren't designed for that. They're not trained for that. No. And they don't operate, or they shouldn't be operating on the same terms of engagement as the police would. So you don't use the army to police, and you don't use the police as the army. Simple as that. And if you send people to a war zone, especially special forces, and give them free rein, yeah, they're going to kill people. They're going to kill the bad guys, aren't they?
I mean, remind me again, John. What was the main reason for the UK going into Afghanistan? It was in 2000. Like, what was the main reason? Because that was before 9/11, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, it was to support the CIA's heroin trade.
Effectively.
I can't think of any other reason.
Yeah, but and yet we have these sorts of, so if we didn't like stick our bloody noses into these like places, we wouldn't be seeing such reports coming out, would we, with SAS?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, the whole thing's absolutely.
It all comes back to foreign policy, doesn't it?
Yeah, or lack of it. Lack of it. Yeah. Right, moving on. Climate change could spark outbreaks of diarrhea.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, good grief.
I mean, I thought by just opening the curtains in the morning, I could go into cardiac arrest.
I know, right?
It
was a bit like COVID. Everybody ran out of loo paper, innit? For some reason, that gave everybody diarrhea.
It's just like, yeah, I mean, it just shows you why did everybody start buying loo paper? That's the thing I don't get.
I don't know.
And water as well. It was water as well.
Yeah, but why? Because people were stockpiling this stuff, and
I know.
It was
quote unquote monkey see, monkey do. It was just copy behavior, pattern behaviir, pattern recognition and following.
I'm sure there are people. I'm sure there are people that still open their garage and like, I'm okay for toilet roll
for the next 2 years.
But there were people who were bulk buying from certain suppliers, like maybe they were bulk buying on Amazon, and then they're like, "Oh, I don't need all of this. Can I get a refund, please, Amazon?" They're like, "Hell no,
no, you're not. No.
Yeah, use it."
You don't need it. You will. Climate change is going to bring diarrhea.
David.
What
Here we
rubbish will
go.
what rubbish will they come up with next?
Here we
Here we
well.
go.
Speaking
Over
of
to
rubbish,
John.
Oh yeah. Yes, indeed.
right, here we go. Here we go. Operation Talla. Okay,
I keep seeing that popping up on X.
and how that it told the police to reject people's reports of crimes that were committed against them and not to take any cognizance of them, and it was all a big stitch up to subvert police and the rule of law. And you know what? I did a lot of digging last week, way too much, more digging than I should have, because I wasted a lot of time on this.
I hope you didn't dig yourself a hole.
No, I haven't dug a hole. It's like I don't get it. And you people out there, maybe you're right, but even our good friend Ed, who has had fantastic news these days.
Are you allowed to share it?
Yes, I'm allowed to share it. He gave me
Right.
permission to share it. So he was at
the troll room.
He was at the oncologist today, and his tumours have shrunk quite dramatically.
That's really great news.
So
well done, Ed.
He's on the right path, and he thanks everyone who has supported him and stood by him, because he says it really keeps him going. So good on you.
He's
And we'll
got to
get
say
Ed.
before the end of the year on the show. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get him back on.
Yeah.
Shanti says, I don't trust Sexton. Right, so I don't know Sexton. I haven't met him. I've no idea. He's from Birmingham, so I'm not that keen. But for a cop, he does things that I think are a bit strange, because this whole thing about the evidence drop, that they've been teasing for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
That's not how you present a case.
No.
You've got the evidence, you present the case, and then you let the prosecution take the case to court, and then everybody reviews the evidence and you get a determination. But these guys wanted the government to concede to having a review before they would give them the evidence. So maybe that's why they never got a response. Because if you don't have the evidence to show them, why would the government even respond to you? Hey, I might be wrong. The other thing that gets me is they keep going on about this Spears memo. So this was Alan Spears, the ACC from Police Scotland, who sent a memo out telling Police Scotland personnel basically not to accept report under certain criteria, and there was 2 criteria. One of them was they were not to assist members in the public who were seeking to serve papers on, national health practitioners, politicians, or big pharma or whatever. This was not a police matter in his view. So that's not what these guys are saying it is. And the other criteria, what was the other criteria? So I sent both of those criteria to you, didn't I, David? But there were 2 very specific criteria. One was don't help people, and the other one was they were reporting. Oh, they were using intimidation to try and report people, and you weren't to take them. Now, that's not to say you weren't to take bona fide complaints, but you weren't to take complaints that covered those 2 criteria. So, I'm a bit skeptical of the whole thing, and I'm not going to go into it in a deep dive, because I think I'm on Charlotte Emma's podcast on Monday to discuss some of this, and we'll talk about it in more depth there. But yeah, I am quite skeptical, and you know what? Why do you ever think that any government official is ever going to be held to account for anything they've ever done? Because history quite plainly tells us that that's never going to happen. And I'm not saying that's right. It's far from it. And I'm not saying the police didn't do wrong things during Operation Talla and COVID, because they certainly did. But that's not the same as what these guys are trying to purport it is. And that's just my view.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to flesh out here. Still, exactly what it is, the objectives, the evidence. I think the whole kind of teasing out, John, that could have been to perhaps to build up public support, to try and kind of get some sort of momentum reignited behind it, instead of just one massive kind of convenient dump, or so to speak. There could be a bit of a public relations strategy to that, perhaps.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a kind of scattergun approach that they've taken, because they've picked so many different things and thrown it as and the word evidence is doing some fucking really heavy lifting here, because not what I consider evidence, but they've taken this scattergun approach and have thrown all this shit, hoping that some of it sticks. And I think you'd be better just concentrate on what you can actually prove. What's real, what's not assumption, what's not supposition. Just concentrate on the things you can prove and go for them. Don't be distracted, because one of the things that they are trying to prove is, that Spears did. I mean, they're using that Spears memo to try and prove that the police wholesalely rejected any COVID, any claims that COVID crimes were being committed. That doesn't do that. It doesn't support what they're saying. So they're saying one thing and using evidence that is genuine. The Spears did write that memo, but they've misrepresented it. And, any good legal defense is going to pick that up and go, yeah, that's not. The other thing that I might touch on is, I think these guys are looking at this the wrong way, because they're trying to, by my view, assemble a prosecution case, but they're doing it like a defence attorneys would, which is probably because, the guy Ian Clayton, I think, is a lawyer. They're probably not prosecution attorneys. And the thing is, what they're doing is, the prosecution needs to have solid, genuine, real evidence that they put forward in order to prove that you did it, because that is the onus. All the defence has to do is introduce an element of doubt. So defence lawyers have a much easier time than prosecution lawyers. And I think these guys are looking at this the wrong way round, because you're not going to get a defence from the government if you don't have an effective prosecution. But again, that's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not normally, but I could be. Anyway, moving on.
Indeed.
Public service announcement, and nothing to do with the previous article. The word retard is not meant for people with handicaps. It's meant for non-handicapped people who are stupid. If you don't understand this, I would say you may be a retard. Speaking of retards, Belgian police are conducting raids at the headquarters of the European Union's diplomatic service.
Hey.
Kaka Callas's office.
Wow.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
hello, Kaka.
According to Euroactiv, raids are also taking place at the College of Europe in Bruges and in private homes as part of an investigation into the misuse and misappropriation of EU funds.
She's looking a bit awkward there.
Oh,
Squeaky
Jenna.
bum.
She's
Squeaky
looking
bum.
He's looking a bit of the side eye. And moving on, Kaka this week also said it's clear that Russia does not want peace, and therefore we need to make Ukraine as strong as possible. My doorstep ahead of today's Foreign Affairs Council on Defence. Yeah, okay, Kaka.
Yeah. Can we file her under R? Not for recycling.
Yeah.
Not for recycling. Sorry.
So the European Central Bank refuses to back the 140 euro billion payout to Ukraine, i.e. they refuse to allow them to take Russia's frozen assets. They will stay locked. The European Central Bank ruled the European Commission's proposal as a clear overreach of its powers. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they could be doing Ukraine, as a state, a soon to be smaller state by the time this all gets this gets sorted. Doing them a favor, because they must have had in excess of 200 billion dollars or euros or pounds worth, whatever the denomination is, in terms of loans collectively and internationally from
We've had so much money. It's
UK, the
ridiculous.
US, moreover, the International Monetary Fund as well. And even if they could pay all of that back over time and with additional interest, it would absolutely destroy their economy.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, they are screwed either way.
Oh,
so,
their economy's destroyed anyway.
so maybe the
isn't it?
ECB have actually done them a bit of a solid there
maybe-
and flipping them the bird and saying, no, we're not giving it to you.
Maybe the ECB are trying not to end up in fucking bankruptcy courts themselves.
Yeah.
Or, you know, because that, or in the legal courts, because this is a clear overreach of the powers.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say Ukraine have got a good Moody's rating
No.
right now, and especially when they begin reconstruction, it's like going to be a bit dodgy for a loan now in the future, you know.
No, the NATO military chief, I'm very much in favour of freedom of speech, but I'm not necessarily convinced that what Mr. Trump and Mr. Musk are doing on X is the right approach.
Oh,
And
It's
yeah,
nothing
and
else-
yours is what? Your approach is what? You know?
I'm very much in favour of freedom of speech, but I'm not so convinced. That's the right approach. Yeah.
whatever, dude.
And remember, Kaka did say that Russia isn't seeking peace at all. So Ukraine is not losing, but the front is moving in the wrong direction, said Mr. Mark Root.
Mark Rutte. I wish dear Ed was here to say a couple of things, Mark Rutte.
Yeah,
I
he doesn't
know,
like
yeah.
it. Up for adoption, service dog no longer needed. Owner died. That's maybe a bit premature, but I think it will happen. Britain should engage directly in war against Russia. As
this
we are
guy.
at war in
I
Europe,
can't
we
stand
need to
him.
move to martial law.
Oh,
Tobias
get shoved, Tobias.
That's
Bloody Elwood.
This guy is
Oh, he's such a
this-
war hawk. Or
Yeah,
whatever
he
the
is.
word is.
a war hawk. Yeah, he is. He is. He's a authoritarian dystopian weirdo. Is he
He
not?
just needs to go back under his rock and never come out again.
He almost looks as bad as Ed Miliband eating a bacon sandwich, like in that picture, John.
Yeah.
He doesn't look very flattering there, you know.
He doesn't. And on top of the Ajax last week being pulled off the battlefield, 6,000 military lorries have been removed from service over safety issues with the bolts holding them together.
Whoops the daisy. Get out the old toolkit.
Oh man, is man German? I'm
Huh?
not sure. Man, the company that make them.
Oh,
Put
I've
it to
no
the-
idea.
Put it to the troll room.
Yeah, ask the trolls. Trolls, does anybody know?
Does anybody know where man comes from? Yeah, why doesn't he get his tin hat and get out there, says Parmy? Yeah, that's a good point. Why doesn't he? Why does he not? Because
Feck off.
he's a big scaredy cat. Right, moving on. And we're staying with NATO. NATO may carry out a preemptive strike against Russia. For the first time, the alliance is discussing the possibility of a preemptive strike in Russia. Well, they've changed it to preemptive because they were calling it a retaliatory strike. And I asked, I mean, in all innocence, I asked, how can you retaliate against someone who hasn't actually taken any action against you?
Yeah, exactly.
This is absolute bananas, but it kind of gets to the crux of the whole thing, and the strategy of tension and the overall struggle is that you have powers in the West. So let's kind of say the USA here. They're always striving for first strike capabilities over the Ruskies.
Yeah.
That's what they're looking for. But that sort of talk may, or could potentially carry out a preemptive strike against Russia. That is batshit bonkers
It is.
crazy.
It
New
is.
name for the troll room, Dave Toby 444 yeah.
Yeah.
Says send Macron and his fella and Starmer and his diggy army. I'm not going. Quite right, mate. I wouldn't go either.
Militant Mushroom said India for man.
Man or maiden. Oh Jesus! There you go.
Don't get
Oh
John
no!
started.
Oh, jappers!
Oh,
Uh-oh. Big uh-oh.
Right,
dear.
moving swiftly to
Yes.
the Southeast Asia. No, we're actually going to China. Well, we're not.
China.
We're going to London. Chinese mega embassy could bring security advantages, say number 10.
I actually heard about this, and I'm like, have I stepped into a parallel universe here or something?
Well,
Yeah.
what they're
Starmer,
saying,
what the heck, dude?
what they're saying is it will consolidate the 7 disparate buildings that they've got just now spread across London into one place so they can keep a better eye on them. But of course, he forgets to mention that they're going to build a super embassy on top of all the fibre optic cables between Canary Wharf and Amazon's data centre, so they'll probably be able to see everything that's going on.
Yeah, tap the
Yeah.
data flow.
Yeah, and they haven't told us what's in the basement, and also all the Hong Kongers have been out protesting. Like one of Vaughan's ex-colleagues.
Oh, they'll be captured and taken in there.
I know. One of Vaughan's ex-colleagues who's in the UK. He's worried, and his brother is back in Hong Kong. They're worried,
Yeah.
Fucking Starmer, for fuck's sake! It's an absolute joke.
The other thing is that. Oh, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. What was I going to say about the Chinese Supreme? Oh, yeah. So the decision has been delayed. So it's not a given yet.
Oh.
But January the 20th is now the day for the decision.
Oh, because I thought it was supposed to be next week.
Now they've delayed it. It's January the 20th now, they're going to tell us.
Ooh, I wonder if there's a bit...
They're approving it.
I wonder if there's a bit of infighting or something. Because the security services and everything originally, although they changed their tune, said it's a threat.
But it's quite interesting, isn't it? Because it's quite good for the security service to be on the receiving end of a bit of coercion for a change.
Yeah.
I still can't I can't get over it. I mean, it's like if it shouldn't be acceptable for an Iranian or a Russian mega embassy in London, why is it acceptable for the Chinese, and how could it bring security challenges? I mean, this would not be the case for the Russians.
Money, money, money.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot of red envelopes, not just brown envelopes, red envelopes going around.
And guess where Starmer's going next month for a jolly up?
China.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess who's there right now? Macron. Now, I've got to give Macron some kudos points here.
All right, yeah.
Because at least he actually looked at the troops that he was inspecting. Whereas, I don't know if you saw the video, Zelensky was the guy. He was obviously allowed to inspect a guard of honor or whatever, and he just fucking walked alongside the guy escorting him, staring straight ahead as if he was bored out his skull. Not once did he look at the people that he was meant to be inspecting. What an ignorant tosspot.
I would agree.
Because he's not a diplomat, like, you know what I mean? He's a bloody actor. He's
an
a joker.
actor.
He's a comedic actor. Like,
and he's not even a good actor,
No.
So, an intellectual and psychological assessment at Rothschild & Co. revealed that Macron, who was 30 at the time, had an IQ test and achieved only 89, well below average. Although, I must say, well above the typical sub-Saharan African.
Yes.
Is he fit to lead France?
Let's look at Rothschild. There's hope for us all, eh?
Yeah. There you go. Hello, soldier. Good to see you.
Hello, soul dude.
That's very weird, Frankie. It's all weird. Look at that.
Oh, I know. I saw her. She looks like she's got anorexia, man.
Ozempic.
I saw this the other day.
That's
and I was
Ozempic
like,
or that's Manjaro or
the Wegovy.
Yeah. Kelly Osbourne returns to Birmingham. Birmingham. To honour her late father's birthday and receive the Lord Mayor's Award on Ozzy Osbourne's behalf.
Stop injecting yourself, and for feck's sake, I need some food.
Yeah, she looks like she needs a good cheeseburger.
Looking a bit gaunt. Needs a couple of steaks.
And them two other weirdos who were in that Wicked thing, like they're like looking anorexic as well.
Ariana Grande. She looks worse now than she did in the movie. In the movie, she doesn't look quite as skinny as she does now.
And the black lady's quite skinny as well. I
Oh,
forgot
and
what her name is.
Sharon
She's a
Osbourne's
weirdo.
been hitting the Ozempic as well because she's built like a scarecrow now.
They've all been at it, mate. All been
Yeah.
at it. It's the latest fad. It's the latest
Hey.
thing, you know?
The guy across the yard's on it.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I mean, how does it work? Do you have to like inject it, you know, over a period of time
Something.
every day
Once a
or
week.
something like that? Or
Once a week, I think. Yeah.
You know what? It's like I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was for diabetes.
It was
So-
it was designed as a diabetes drug, yeah.
Okay.
But I think it can cause a lot of different problems, Frankie.
So what's in it? Like speed or something?
No. You're
Sorry.
thinking of diet pills. No, I think what it does is it flattens your insulin output, so you don't feel hungry.
similar to like metformin kind of works
Yeah,
in that way as well. A lot of people who
yeah.
start taking metformin for diabetes type 2, they'll lose quite a bit of weight actually.
Yeah, and they're better off just going on a keto diet and curing their diabetes. You know,
Frankie in the chat is saying she heard it's caused blind. Who did you hear that from, Frankie? That it causes blindness.
Frankie's a guy.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Frankie. Sorry. Excuse me. I'll put myself on the wrong pronoun, whatever.
Robbie Williams says, well, no, I'd heard that it can cause blindness. It's one of the symptoms. Robbie Williams says he can't see the people in the front row at concerts.
Is that maybe because he's
You're
drunk?
taking it, like, yeah, probably.
That's the front row. So I was over at my client the other day, the one that's on Monjaro, and he'd had a set of glasses delivered. He bought a
Right.
pair of glasses on Black Friday deal or something, and they were like 28 quid. He goes, these come from Germany. He said, apparently they're self-focusing. And I goes, what do you mean? What do you mean self-focusing? And he's going, apparently they just focus. You don't need to give them your prescription. You just get these glasses. And I'm going, yeah. So
Right.
that's what's him first time putting them on. He's like, he goes, wow. He goes, I can read everything on the wall over there. And I'm like, I can read everything on the wall over there anyway, mate. And remember, this guy's the same age as me, right? And the girl that does these books, she tries them, and she's probably about half our age. And she's like, yeah, they really work. And I'm like, okay. And his wife takes them, and she's blind apparently, and she's going, yeah, they work. So I goes, give me a shot and see if they help. I put them on, and I'm going, whoa, everything's like out of focus.
Blurred,
Completely couldn't see a thing. And I'm like, bloody hell. And they're like, well, your eyes don't need them, obviously. But yeah. So apparently you can buy self-focusing glasses that you don't need to give a prescription for to Germany. They
Interesting.
were meant to be 60 quid though, so you got them just over
I'll
half
check
price.
it out.
Oh, do you need your glasses, David? Do you?
Yeah, I wear contact lenses. I've worn glasses since I've been, say, 12 or 13.
Bloody hell.
I've got astigmatism in my right eye, but I do wear contact lenses. So I
And
wear.
can you not
special-
fix things like that by looking?
I could have had laser done, say, in my mid
No, I
20s,
don't
early
mean
30s,
laser.
but
I mean, people have made massive changes in their eyesight by looking
it is possible. Yeah.
looking far away and then looking close and then looking far away and looking close. I do that.
You could do
I
exercises and things like that. Yeah.
I do that all the time anyway, and maybe that helped. Because obviously when I was trained as a traffic cop, you're looking way down the road and then bringing everything in and then looking way down the road. Whereas most people, when you're driving, they're looking 6 foot in front of their bonnet.
Yeah.
And
So it
never
stood to
see-
you.
never
Your
see
training
what's
stood
on.
to you. Mm.
Yeah, it probably helped.
So,
Right, okay, let's move on.
so for some reason, Gunky's in a temporary Chinese embassy. He's saying in the chat.
And the
Hi,
Natural
Gunky.
History Museum.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Watch out for. Oh, tell us what's in the basement.
Yeah. So in Scotland's population has hit a record high, new figures show, amid unprecedented demographic shifts.
Say what now?
Apparently 40,000 people have been shipped up to Glasgow.
40,000
40,000
migrants
migrants.
shipped up just like that.
Yeah. 40,000
Like,
migrants. So yeah, places. I've never seen so many black people. On the plus side, I've never seen so many miserable black people as well. Because I don't think any of them looked up winter in Glasgow before they made their
No.
choice.
Maybe not. They need a few jumpers.
There was a jumper the other day. The trains were off. Right, moving on. Not only did Palestine protesters ruin the Christmas lights turned on at the Belgian Christmas market, they decapitated baby Jesus from these nativity scenes.
What the hell, man? I'm so sick of these people.
What?
Pretty bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just sick of them. I'm literally like, enough is enough now.
Enough is enough, and you need to stamp it out. You need to stamp it out. Right, moving on.
Yeah.
Yet another fake sign language person was arrested. She got arrested for being a fake sign language interpreter during a live briefing. So this cop's trying to give a briefing, and she's giving it that. Why is it always black people that do this? It's
I don't
crazy.
know. Oh no!
How did she get hired in the first place? Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, they obviously just took it on faith that she could interpret for the.
Came through an agency or something like that.
I nearly said she could interpret for the blind.
My God.
But it'd be the deaf, wouldn't it? Right, okay, Irish people, this one's over to you.
Oh, what?
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
The new Republican movement of Ireland has put a target on anyone ruining the lives of the Irish and who compromise the safety of women and children.
Yeah, I did see this, and I thought, oh my god, because they were like, we've got your addresses, we've got. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, I suppose.
They obviously hung on to their guns, didn't they?
Yes. Yeah.
It's a bit sketchy. I was initially inclined to believe that this was a bit more naturalist compared to the other slop that was out a couple of weeks ago.
That's sketchy though, isn't it?
I threw it out to a couple of people I know back home, and
What they
were saying that they're not inclined to believe this. They kind of homed in more on the accents of the individuals that were speaking as well. They kind of went a little bit more granular with the analysis. So they were a bit not too kind of sure about this. There still is the possibility that there could be Irish military intelligence behind this as well, that there are certain factions of, I don't know if you want to call them the Irish deep state, if there is one, that are trying to leverage this and weaponize this against the whole so-called far right and the pushback with the shock immigration that's been happening in the Republic of Ireland over the last couple of years. So they have this enemy now, like, to use and to to fight against. But I don't think that this particular organization has been authenticated or verified. Like, there have been rumblings within the Republican movement, but I think people are kind of sketchy and kind of worried about this. It could be, like a state construct rather than the real deal, or so to speak. Yeah.
So David Martin says in Perth, baby Jesus gets taken on an annual pub crawl, but at least he keeps his head. Frankie says it's a psyop. Dave Toby says, what about Derby last night? I don't know what happened in Derby last night.
Oh yeah, something about so a load of because we only noticed it this I only noticed it this afternoon. I was flicking for something to watch on YouTube, but it just said like major incident in Derby. So some people were arrested on something to do with explosives, and they had to evacuate a whole area, wherever this bit of wherever are surrounding this house in Derby. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes.
So
yes. Very.
Gunky Fadget says the People's Front of Judea have called them splitters. Anyway, right, moving on. Oh, sorry, he said the People's Front of Ireland. Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They evacuated 200 houses.
Oh, it's 200 houses. Sorry, excuse me then. Thanks, Sol.
Right, that's sticking with Ireland. This came out again and as a classic. You've really got to love it. This house is like Santa's grotto, says Jerry Adams. Takes half an hour to switch off fairy lights and assorted Yule illuminations. I feel like a Grinch now. Eddie Izzard's Berry says, Jerry, surely you know someone who can fit a timer.
Ah, very good.
Yeah, that's an old one, but it's a good one. It's
That
a
is
funny
a
one.
cracker.
Very
That
good
is a
one.
cracker. It's a cracker.
It's a cracker.
Moving on, the flu,
Oh,
the
feck off.
boogeyman. We haven't seen a virus like this for a while. Really? These dynamics are
God.
unusual, said Professor Nicola Lewis, the
Yeah, well-
director of the World Influenza Centre at the Francis Crick Institute.
Well,
added-
Nicola can do one.
She added, it does concern me. Absolutely. I'm not panicking, but I am worried.
Oh, feck off, Nicola.
Brit's told to wear a mask as flu spreads across the
No.
country. No, don't want to wear a mask.
Luke off is what I say.
Dave Toby says he never had his jabs. Well, you know what?
Me either.
Right, the flu jab's never been particularly well taken up, even among NHS staff who have always been strongly advised to get the flu
Take
jab.
it, yeah.
Right. The uptake has always been well below 50%. Well below.
Also, because
And-
the efficacy is just not strong enough. Like with it,
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going
12
to
to
say, mate.
15%ish, something like
Oh
that.
no,
What
it's
is it?
nothing like that. It's worse when you actually look at the efficacy compared to how much they deliver. It's something around 3% some
Oh
meals.
Jesus, that's
It's just not, and the chances of getting flu are less than that. So what's the
Yeah.
point? There's no point.
Nil point, nil point.
Just
I've had
boost
flu
your
once.
vitamin D,
That-
folks. Boost your
See,
vitamin D.
Exactly. That's what you
see,
should be doing in winter anyway. Feck
And
off.
this is the problem with people. I've had the flu once, and when you've got the flu,
Stay in
you
bed.
know you've got the flu. It's not stay in bed. It's you can't get out of bed.
Yeah.
The flu's not a cold. You can't work through it.
You're very
know?
lethargic and weak, yeah.
You're not lethargic and weak. You're fucking hallucinating because you're running a temperature of 104.
Yeah, you
I-
might be hallucinating, mate, not me
I
though.
lost
Hey!
I lost 3 days to the flu. I was
Hallucinating. What did you see,
completely
mate?
out.
What did you see?
Tell us, tell us.
I don't know. I was 25. It was a long time ago.
Oh,
But I've only had the flu
Long
once.
time ago.
And I was knocked out. I just could not. I mean, I could barely make it to the toilet. There was no way I was getting down the
fairness, though,
stairs.
In
Sorry?
fairness, though, I do agree. I remember having it back in my 20s and, fainting or something like that.
Yeah.
When that's when it peaked. I remember just like keeling over from it. So it can get pretty bad. Yeah.
yeah.
I collapsed at work. They had to take me home. They drove me home. I couldn't drive.
Couple of hot whiskies, mate. That'll sort you out.
No, it
A few hot
wouldn't.
toddies. A
It
few
wouldn't.
hot toddies.
It doesn't. See, this is the thing. People get a bad cold and go, "Oh, I've got the flu. I'm just going to sit in bed and watch the telly." No,
That's
you're
the man
fucking
flu.
not. That's just a cold.
Yeah.
If you can watch the telly, you don't have the flu.
Yeah.
If you can read a book, you don't have the flu. Because if you've got the flu, you are out of it. Seriously out of it.
You're
Yeah.
effed,
Couldn't stop
yeah.
shaking, Frankie. Yeah. Because you're running a high temperature. Oh. Mother-in-law had flu and COVID jabs 3 weeks ago and is now in Coventry Hospital having a bypass.
Sorry
That's
about
a
that,
good
soldier.
Oh
soldier.
god, that's terrible. Sorry,
Jesus
so jeez.
Yeah. Right,
That's
moving
good.
on. Scotland could be heading for the worst flu season in 10 years.
They're never giving up these people. Just go away.
Well, I'm surprised I'm not. I haven't seen the traditional, your NHS is ready to collapse.
Collapse
because,
yeah.
We
Yeah.
get that every flu season, don't we? And
No,
I've not
no, we
seen it.
haven't heard that this year. And the thing is, John,
know.
you inferred like looking at harder data earlier on, and if you look back over the mid 2010s, there's definitely a couple of flu seasons that were getting off the Richter scale. Like it was
Yeah.
really, really bad, and there were a lot of excess deaths as well because of those.
And of course, you know what happens then because you've had so much excess death that year. Next year you don't get it because you've winnowed, you've winnowed the chaff. You've got rid of the easy pickings. So the people that are left are more resilient. So you don't get anywhere near as much excess death.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
can just all shove off.
Right, where are we next? Axel is reportedly living in prison hell and is confined to a single cell with nothing more than a mattress and a bed because he has faced so many threats from other inmates who are showing no mercy.
I don't give a fuck.
All the inmates hate him. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, diddums. I don't care. I literally don't care.
Yeah. You know what? You can't do the crime, don't do the time.
And he also threw boiling water over a prison guard or whatever you call them.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He shouldn't even be here. Why are we paying to keep this guy alive? Why? He's never shown any remorse. He's bloody evil. Why are we keeping him alive? For what bloody purpose?
See, I don't know, a reboot of Doctor Who or something.
Most people that go to prison, they've had some criminal association, with kids. They get absolutely battered or even murdered in prison as well. Like the inmates don't take on to that.
What's his name recently? That guy who recently got shoved, didn't he?
It was the guy from the Lost Prophets.
Yeah.
Oh, the singer guy.
Yeah. He got done in Watkins. Was it Ian Watkins?
That's it. I think that's it. Oh well.
Soldier says every time I see his photo, I think smash egg. Right. Here we go. Yeah. Paranormal. It took less than 12 hours for this not to age well. Michael Schellenberger. Marco Rubio is the most powerful Secretary of State since Kissinger. As such, it significantly believes the US has recovered alien tech and given it to private military contractors. A senior Rubio advisor says we're headed towards massive disclosure. And there it is. Marco Rubio finally discloses he has no knowledge of aliens. Listen up, everyone. There's no disclosure of aliens coming. There never was and never will be. But please, prove me wrong with evidence. Show us all the alien bodies and spaceships.
I knew you'd be a fanboy of Michael Shermer, John. I knew you'd be a fanboy.
I mean, the guy likes evidence, and you know what? If you don't have the evidence, stop fucking talking about it. Really. Unless you park one on a White House lawn, I'm not believing you.
Yeah.
And see all these people that have abductions and experiences, you fell asleep. It's a fucking dream.
Isn't it like, well, not night terrors, but there's that thing that you wake up in the middle of whatever it's called.
Yeah, when you wake up and but your body's still paralyzed.
Yeah, that one.
Sleep paralysis or like lucid dreaming.
Sleep paralysis, that's it. Lucid dreaming is different. Lucid dreaming is when you know you're in a dream and you can change the dreaming, just like Inception.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That dream last night. I don't know whether to disclose this dream or not.
Uh-oh.
You know how this is the last race of the year coming up, and Lando Norris is 12 points ahead in the championship, but Max Verstappen's on his heels and Oscar Piastri's sitting in the background waiting to scrape up the scraps. So I had this dream, and Lando Norris had a go at me because I was having sex with his girlfriend. And I ended up headbutting him, and he couldn't race. So he lost the championship and
you gave him a Glasgow
bird.
kiss.
He lost his championship and his bird in one go.
Oh, Sarge.
Poor Lando.
Did the bird's name begin with an A by any chance?
I can't remember.
Ara.
It wasn't Ara. No.
Oh, good.
No,
grief.
she was a blonde.
She's blonde.
I'm saying nothing.
Oh.
I just spat water all out over my flipping laptop.
Right. Well, they're not telling you about the war. This is batshit crazy. What they're not telling you about the war against the drug cartels is that it's completely connected to disclosure. Trump wanted access to and control over the breakaway projects tech. He was denied. So now he's trying to cut off the main source of funding for those programs. The country of Colombia is making cocaine. They have cocaine manufacturing plant.
Cocainium.
These guys are fucking nuts.
Why would
Trump want access to breakaway projects tech?
I know.
I fucking no idea.
I mean, and even if there was dark tech or kind of like, black ops or black tech, I mean, it's
Why would you
something
want
that the
to
president
disclose
wouldn't
it?
know about
Well,
deliberately,
yeah.
be kept from him.
Oh, there is no disclosure, people. I mean, I'd love there to be, but there's nothing to disclose.
Show me the evidence, bro.
That's it. Now, trust me, bro, here. We want hard, cold evidence. Cocaine. That was a good one. You're on fire.
Good one,
You're
Sol.
on fire tonight, mate. You are
He
on
is.
fire.
He certainly is.
Ministry of Defence, your HIV status is no barrier to
Oh
service.
yeah, I saw this. I was like, what the fuck, man?
This World AIDS Day, the UK is proud, I say, to become the first NATO nation to open up every single role in armed forces to people living with HIV on treatment, meaning they cannot pass the virus on. What, even if they're pumping blood into your face because they've been shot in the neck? Sorry, I'm getting a bit graphic there, but
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, can somebody explain this to me, like, because it makes no friggin' sense to me.
Yeah.
Anybody?
So someone who suffers from epilepsy says, "Why can't I join up? I've got controlled epilepsy. I haven't had a fit since I was like 13, and I'm now 28. Or why can't I sign up for the army?" And someone said, "It's because if you got shot."
Yeah.
If you had an epilepsy, sorry, if you were in the field and didn't have access to your drugs, you might end up, having an epileptic fit. And then what would we do with you? And of course I replied, I don't know if you saw that. I said, well, you could use them to clear a minefield.
Oh, good grief. I'm saying nothing. Just next slide, please.
Moving on.
What?
RCW 3009 says, I've built up the antibiotics to the regime aids. Ah, that's what you did there. Right. Why is a black doll cheaper than a white doll where they're the exact same thing, apart from the colour, obviously? So this black woman's cracking up because Walmart are selling black dolls cheaper than white dolls.
Yeah.
So, in my view, it's got to be supply and demand. I.e., they've made the same amount of dolls and nobody's buying the black ones, so you're going to drop the prices so you can shift them.
Yeah,
no?
Just to encourage, uptake.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, hello.
Buy more black dolls, people. Black dolls' lives matter.
It's a doll. Your child wants them or they don't want them. Like,
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's crazy, I tell you.
Right.
Next one.
Flu jabs have been offered in a pub in the vaccination drive. Of course,
What?
It would be Brighton. Yeah, it would be Brighton that's offering you jabs in a pub, wouldn't it? Yeah. Anyway.
Can I get a Scotch egg with that? I mean, that is a substantial meal. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. You're allowed to stand
Scotch
up.
egg is a substantial meal.
It actually is, yeah.
You get a
It's
good
quite
proper
filling.
one.
If you have one or two of them, yeah.
David Martin says black kids want white dolls. I'm not even going to go there.
No, let's not go there.
Soldier says same for prostitution. Well, prostitution, I think, is in John C. Dvorak of No Agenda show fame. He's quite vocal on this, and he says when the economy's tanking, prostitutes get cheaper and better looking. There you go. So I
Right,
guarantee.
let's move on before we get into trouble.
I tell you, the prostitutes in Kiev will be gorgeous right now. Anyway, moving on. How old were you when you realised your original plan of being really nice, working really hard, and taking on much more than you should in the hope you would be automatically rewarded for this without asking was totally shit? How old were you before that came to roost in your terribly feeble brain, people? Gunky Fadget said he was 3.
Get out of here, Gunky.
Yeah, I was quite naive when I was younger, I must admit. But having said that, it does come to us all in the end. Colossal Wanker is suing the person who saved her life. And yeah, I don't know if you ever saw that, but that guy is pulling that slightly obese woman from the path of that tram. Actually, literally saving her life. And she is now suing him because he laid hands on her without asking.
Well, finally, he'll let you walk out in front of. He'll let you walk out. He should have let you walk out in front of the train. Then, silly cow.
This is what happens in China.
But yeah, Vaughn told me
China.
about that. Yeah, Vaughn told me about that.
Oh, did he? Right. So what happens in China is, if you like, when we went to Hong Kong, my dad was told, if you ever run someone down, try and make sure they die. Because if they don't, you're responsible for them for the rest of your life. Whether it's their fault or not, you're responsible for them because you hit them with a car. So this is why people in China don't go to the aid of bystanders. They just go, oh.
Step over people.
Yeah, they will. They will literally step over people having a heart attack.
Not my monkey, not my circus, as the idiom goes.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. So there you go. And that's what's going to happen here. If you, I mean, America's always just, 20 years ahead of us. So this is America starting to become more and more China-fied. China-fied.
So this is something that happened in America? Is it connected to the US? Right. And so the lady is suing the guy because he touched her inappropriately in his heroic act.
No, he just pulled her. He grabbed her like her hoodie or whatever and pulled her back onto the pavement, and she fell onto the ground.
Right.
But she didn't die in front of the tram.
No.
And he's suing her. She's suing him.
What an ungrateful cow. Excuse my language.
A judge could well tear that to pieces when they look at the photographic evidence, right, and kind of go, "What?"
Should do.
It could. It's highly likely it could be thrown out. Like you know?
Should be. We'll see what happens if it comes back up.
TBC.
Yep. Old man was attacked by stray dogs in Albania, and a tourist came to help the dogs.
I saw that.
In countries like Albania, stray dogs run in packs and actually are a problem. This tourist, she's fucking tearing lumps out the old guy.
It's not just in Albania. It's in many different countries.
Quite a few countries, yeah,
around the world.
Albania.
When I was traveling in India, I had that as well. Actually,
I'm sure.
Dogs do go after you. Yeah.
Albania is an interesting country, people. Should you ever want to visit it? It doesn't have an advertising agreement with YouTube. Did you know that? Not that you need to worry, because there are no adverts in this stream because I don't turn them on. Because you know what? I don't bother about collecting 12 pence on adverts that's going to interrupt your viewing. I rely on you to drop me a little nubbin, a little something, just to tide me over and keep me going. And some of you are better than others. Some of you are better than others. You know who you are, and if you stay to the end, you'll find out in the song. Right, moving on. Hamza Yousaf has warned that a generation of young Scots are at risk of being lost to far-right extremists as he blamed consecutive UK governments for legitimising and mainstreaming racist views. Hamza, you're talking absolute pish, mate. You really are.
Listen, his family's in enough trouble as it is right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I know, because you sent me one earlier and I haven't put it in because I was out. But
what's happened?
Yeah, explain that one, David, please.
Yeah, I'll bring it up really quickly. Hamza, so this is from the Scottish Daily Express, and it was published yesterday, updated today, I think. Hamza Yousaf's brother-in-law goes on trial over quote-unquote extortion and dealing heroin and cocaine. Ramsey Al-Nakla, 37, is on trial along with 3 co-accused who also face allegations of killing Ryan Munro, who fell from a window in Dundee after being placed in an quote-unquote extreme state of fear. So Hamza, shut your mouth.
Oh my days.
Oh, Julie says she was reading about John Swinney earlier and his odd relationship. Just look at the guy, Julie.
All these oddballs.
You just have to look at him. You know there's something not quite right there. Frankie, no worries, mate. No worries, mate. Right, moving on. In the 1950s, mechanical calculators didn't have the safety. Oh, sorry, I missed that bottom part. Hollywood does not publish details of which MSPs vote remotely anymore because constituents were able to see how often their representatives were turning up to work in person, as the Parliament disclosed which days their parliamentary passes had been used in response to freedom of information requests. However, after this was used to report on Nicola Sturgeon's sporadic attendance at Holyrood, the Parliament agreed to destroy the data so that it could no longer be released. So the move had been taken to protect MSP's security, despite their place of work being public knowledge, and due to the fears that disclosure could have on their mental health.
What absolute
Fucking
pish.
Took the words out of my mouth.
They come out with anything.
That is the worst possible response.
Don't give
you
us
could
heat.
come out
Leave
with.
us alone.
It's like, yeah, fucking turn up.
Don't make
Can
us
you
do
get-
our jobs. We just want
Yeah.
easy money.
Right, in the 1950s, mechanical calculators didn't have the safety checks of modern machines, which is fine, okay? So when someone tried to divide a number by 0, the calculator didn't display an error. Instead, it would just enter into this continuous loop, and it would just keep churning. And that thing's all the wee wheels and things are spinning. It's brilliant to watch. You should go and watch the video. But this begs the question, why the fuck do people think that you can divide by 0? And
Maybe
get
they're
an answer.
Maybe they're retarded.
I think they might be. I think you might be right, Shalini.
Oh, good grief. Give me
Are you-
strength.
Are you not drinking tonight?
Huh?
Are you drinking, no?
Who? Which one of us?
Shalini? No, she's not. Are you drinking, no? No, she stopped talking as well.
I'm on the water.
Oh, she's in the water. What are you
The
drinking,
agua.
David? You in water as well? What the
No,
fuck?
mate. No, I'm on the good stuff. I'm on the hooch,
Oh, you
mate.
on the beer?
He's on the hooch.
Oh, right. Moving on. Right, this is down your line, Mr. Nolan. Come on, BBC News. You have to show a little bit of respect when reporting stories. You've got a pronunciation unit and a whole channel on the language, which is true. If you don't know how to say a word, fucking get it right. Gaelic is Scots Gaelic.
Yeah, Gaelic is
Gaelic.
Yeah.
I like
Irish.
and I like the way the guy spelled it. Gaelic is Irish.
Yeah, true gay. Oh my god. Gaelic. Yeah, there's some interesting vowel shifts that can happen. It's like so. For example, in UK and Ireland, we would say Mackay, but in Scotland you would say Mackay.
Yes, we
So
would,
we
Mackay.
have these kind of alternating like vowel shifts and stuff like that. Yeah, Gaelic. So whatever.
Get on with it, BBC.
Yeah. So yeah, and Scots is not a fucking language. It's slang. That's not a language.
Gaelic, mate. It's very
No.
closely related to Irish Gaelic or Gaelic.
No, Scots.
Oh, Scailga.
No, they're talking about Scots.
Right.
So they have this fucking bastardization of slang that they call Scots, and it's
Do they really?
Oh, you need to go and listen to someone like
So it's
Is that-
slang, but they call it Scots.
yeah. It's just a disgrace.
Right.
It's a bit like Robbie Burns, except it's you can't understand. It just sounds like somebody making words up.
Oh,
It's really
okay.
It
it's
reminds
pretty
me of
poor.
someone say from a part of some area of Belfast that it's really, really hard to understand what they're
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Well, it's a bit like that.
All I can hear is R. Yeah, that is it.
Bel-
Like, literally the clapping sea line. That is it.
The Belfast accent is horrible, though.
which?
Really horrible. The Belfast accent.
It's
It makes my
interesting, it's
skin
interesting,
crawl.
yeah.
Makes my skin crawl. If you're from Belfast, tough.
Come and have a go.
No, if you're from Belfast, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry you're from Belfast.
But no,
Anyway,
it's a lovely city. It's a very sweet city. It's very
Yeah,
nice.
it's not a bad city. It's got some nice pubs in it as well.
Yeah, just like Edinburgh. It's not nice city. Nice city.
I don't like Edinburgh. Too posh. There's something about I think the problem with Edinburgh is it's too touristy.
Yeah.
Too
Oh,
many
yeah.
tourists in it, you know. Glasgow's more
Glasgow and Edinburgh, mate. It's night and day. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
if you're a West Coaster, you're never going to like Edinburgh, you know. Anyway, moving on. And Dundee's a fucking war zone. That's just unbelievable. Nobody goes to Dundee unless they have to. Nice to see my neighbour has his Christmas tree up. I like that. And then I like the bottom one. Why should you care about surveillance if you're not doing anything wrong? Now, this comes up a lot, doesn't it, people? You know, if you're not doing anything wrong, why are you worried about it? But that confuses compliance with innocence. They are not the same thing.
This is a typical false equivalence argument, or false equivalent argument that is used again and again, because this is down to the programming that people get from a very young age. Nothing to fear, nothing to hide, nothing to hide, nothing to fear, blah, 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 on repeat. And the way that you dismantle that straight away, as soon as you hear someone, nothing to fear, nothing to hide, that's fine. Give me your sort code and account number and your bank name right now. And they won't. And they shut up, like, straight away.
Do you remember when Jeremy Clarkson did that? Or I think it was Jeremy Clarkson. He gave his bank and account number out to the guy because the guy said, I can take money out of your bank if you give me those details. And Clarkson's
I think he succeeded, actually.
No, you can't. And the guy did. He made £100 deposit to a charity.
Yeah.
So
that was a failure of the bank. That shouldn't have happened.
It shouldn't have happened, but it happened.
Yeah.
Oh. Gunky Fadgets. Frankie Boyle said the difference between Glasgow and Edinburgh is if you see someone with a golf club in Edinburgh, they are probably on their way to play a game of golf. True.
That's true.
That's true. Right, moving on. Brazilian teen killed after climbing into lion enclosure at zoo.
What? Why? Okay.
See that tree that he's climbing down?
Yeah.
And see that lion that's jumping up to greet him?
Could have been something for TikTok, eh?
That was on TikTok. It was on TikTok, but
kids nowadays
posted it on Twitter. But why would? I mean, that's just crazy. What did he think?
Yeah,
you think lions were
like a pussy, like a regular pussy cat.
You see this all the time. You see these people, like, they post these videos of things like mountain lions, coming to them and bringing their cubs for food and stuff like that, and them being all friendly with the mountain lion, and then I'm thinking, your head off. Yeah, that thing will still fucking eat you. If you just step out of line one tiny bit. Like, did you see that time when Lewis Hamilton surprised the tiger?
No. I can't stand Lewis Hamilton. He's a right idiot.
Twat anyway. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, but he was fucking about, and there was a tiger there, and he crept up on the tiger and gave it a tickle, and the thing just fell over and put his paws in the air. It was like a big pussy cat, but it's still a fucking tiger in there somewhere, and one day it'll just turn around and take your head off.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I read this thing about a guy who had. He was an Australian. Of course he was an Australian, right? So he had a pet wild boar.
Oh, God. As you do.
As you do. And he loved... Oh, no, it wasn't a wild boar. It was a warthog, right? It was a warthog. Right.
Oh, those are the ones with they've got little weirdy tusk things.
And he brought this thing up from when it was a baby warthog or whatever you call the things, Maybe it was an Apache or something before that. I don't know. But anyway, he brought this thing up, and he used to go in every day and feed it, and he'd walk across its paddock, and everything was always fine until one day he went and walked across the paddock, and the thing fucking took him out. Jesus. And went for him, mauled him, gored him. The guy was lucky to escape with his life.
My
God.
And that's it. These are not domesticated animals. Even dogs are on the cusp. Cats especially. I mean, cats are just fucking
They can turn on you like that.
And Dave Toby says chimpanzee is strong as 7 men. Yeah, and it will tear your face off if it so feels like it.
And throw poo at you as well.
Oh, they do that in fucking Loch Lomond. You know, you go on the boat and they take you around to Chimp Island because you have to keep them on an island because they can't keep them with anything else because they'll fucking kill them, right? So chimps are evil little shits. They really are. And they're standing in the trees throwing poo at you. Yeah, they're disgusting creatures. Not a great fan of primates.
I didn't even know they kept them near Loch Lomond.
In the Blood Drummond Safari Park.
Really? Ah,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha. Yeah.
It's not Loch Lomond, it's Blood Drummond, sorry.
Okay.
It's near Stirling, not Loch Lomond. Anyway, moving on. Aye, the Trossachs. I've got a story about the Trossachs. It involved two girls from East Germany when it was still the Cold War. But I'll tell you that another day. Anyway, moving on.
I was getting all ready for that.
Oh, they tried to silence her. They failed. The Liz Truss showed December the 5th. It's time to fight for the West. I need to go and look that up. It's been... This is December the 5th.
It is.
But when was it? Well, you didn't give us a time, Liz. You didn't give us a time. You didn't give us a link. Fuck's sake, your marketing's shite.
Yeah, her marketing. I was just gonna say her marketing's not very good.
Maybe we should get Liz on the channel. Get her on the show. So we're fucking ripping through stuff tonight. We're on slide 40 already.
Wow.
Right, moving on. As a man, I would never be with a woman who refused to take my last name. This woman says she'd never take a man's last name. My question is, who the fuck drew your eyebrows on and were you drunk when they did it?
Jesus.
What the hell is going on with those eyebrows?
Forget about the name. Forget about the surname.
I don't give a fuck about that. What about them? Those eyebrows? I'm just fucking gobsmacked by the eyebrows. And it's a video. And I'm like, what the fuck?
The youth of the day, Sarge.
Fucking, yeah. And RCW is right. Based Liz Truss saves the world. Yeah, we like Liz Truss in this channel. We think she got an unfair crack at it.
Her economic plan for the country could well have worked.
It could have if
Cheers,
Rishi hadn't
Rishi.
fucking collected all his little cohort in the city and stitched her up.
But hey, don't be too hard on Rishi, because allegedly he didn't have Sky TV when he was growing up. Don't be hard on Rishi, mate.
We used to drive around Castlemilk in the day, and it was all like flats, you know, with balconies and 4 stories or something like that. And you would see all the fucking this is at the beginning of Sky. You see all the satellite dishes on every balcony. I mean, we used to call it Satellite City, right? Because you'd go into if you got called to if you went to a call on one of the flats, you would go in and there wouldn't be a carpet on the floor, right? But there'd be a couch and this fuck off huge TV. And I'm talking. This is before flat screen tellies. This is projection TVs.
Oh, gee, wow.
Do you remember them?
Ish, kind
Yeah,
of.
they were like the size of a piano, not a grand piano, the other one, right?
Oh
the
my
upright
God.
piano. But they were the size of a piano with the like 50, 60-inch screens. And they were off, the contrast was horrible, right? Because it was basically just a projector inside a box thrown onto a matte screen. And they'd have the skybox and all the channels. And it's like, I couldn't afford that. And I was a cop. I couldn't afford Sky. And these people were fucking living on it.
Yeah.
And you're like, how the fuck did they afford it all?
Rishi could. Come on. That was just a sob story.
I know. Right. This was quite good. He's okay. He has water and treats. I'm inside shopping. He's happier here. Thank you. It's
What was that about?
It's a guy lying sleeping in the front passenger seat. So it's like, you know how when you put your dog in the car and have to put a thing up saying it's okay, the air conditioning's on. He's not going to fucking cook.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, you're struggling, aren't you? You should have had a drink. You're struggling. Vaughn, give her a poke. Oh, no, don't do that, Vaughn. Sorry. Right. I run every day for 30 minutes. If I miss a day, I add 30 minutes to the next day. This has truly been a game changer. Tomorrow, I'm supposed to run for 3 weeks. That's my kind of workout plan.
Oh,
Right.
God.
My wife asked me why I carry a 44 Magnum revolver in the house. So I looked at her and said, I don't trust appliances with AI. She laughed. I laughed. The toaster laughed. I shot the toaster. It was good times. I like that. That tickled me. Right. Why is that not gone? Oh, it has gone.
Red still has one of those projectors, John.
A projection TV. Good grief. How the hell?
That'll be worth a few quid. That's a collectible now.
It'll be worth nothing, mate. It'll be worth nothing. You need a fucking private power station to run it. Anyway, well done, Red Eye. Do you play Fortnite on it? Is that why you can never fucking see anything? Right, moving on. The education system has officially failed. Just put the fries on into the bag. So this was a video, and this guy's going, I don't understand why people say 1/4 and they mean 9:15. And the other guy's going, well, it's a quarter. And he's going, but it's not a quarter. A quarter's 25.
Yeah, 0.25, 0.25.
No, the guy's going, a quarter is 25, so it would be 9.25. And the guy's going, why would it be 9.25? A quarter of 60 is 15. And the guy's going, no, a quarter's 25 cents. It's fucking thick as mince, mate. They are thick as mince.
Money and time, eh? Time and money.
Americans. I love you if you're an American. Right. Trump should identify as a female. Liberals would have to either accept him as the first female president or admit the absurdity of gender ideology. That's a good point.
Yeah.
You got to stay with us, Shalini. I've got to fight.
I am.
Oh my God, look at her. She is struggling to keep her eyes on. One of the reasons why Stranger Things cost $400 million to produce. So apparently the guy that played Mike couldn't ride a bike. So what they did was they got a stunt rider to perform the body of the biking. They filmed him on a bike, but just took his face. Then composited it and put his face on the actual real thing, dropped in the backdrop and everything. He says the man hours it took to achieve this was unbelievable. And the guy interviewing him goes, why didn't you just teach him to ride a bike?
Did
you
know
been a lot
that
quicker?
Netflix have recently bought Warner Brothers?
Oh yeah, I saw something on X about that today.
Yeah.
And that's it. They bought Warner Brothers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adam says it was good for the Wii. Yeah, well, the Wii's only 480p, isn't it? So anyway, moving on. The Christmas lights in St Andrews this year have been described by locals as pants.
Literally, yeah.
Sponsored by Tenor. Anyway, moving on. Home Alone cast, then and now. Who did that? Who did? Yeah, but who did that? Who did that?
My God.
Wait till you get to the bottom.
It's Pesci.
Who did that?
Piers Morgan.
Oh,
that's brilliant.
Right, moving on. Lamps in video games are using real electricity. He's not wrong. Well, if you're watching a video game, and you've got the background and all that, and somebody turns a lamp on, it gets brighter. Therefore, the computer has to use electricity to make that light appear brighter on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So lamps in video games are really using more electricity than if it was just dark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Shalini's not impressed. Right, moving on then. You go to someone's house and the clock on the wall. What's your first thought?
What the fuck is that? That's not a clock. What the fuck is it?
That's a clock.
Okay, what's with all that weird shit written on it? I can't.
Well,
I can't
square
see.
right. So, what's the square root of 4?
It's a mathematical clock.
Oh, I don't fucking know. I'm useless at maths.
Square root of 4. Come on.
Fuck knows. I don't know.
2. Where's the square root of 4? At the 2 o'clock. Square root of 64. What's that? 8.
It's just bloody like clickbait or something like that.
Of course it is.
Fuck off.
If she owned that place, I'd be like, listen, love, you're just flexing, like whatever.
Listen, if I went in and she was there and that clock was on the wall, I would go, no, you're not that bright, are you?
I'd be like, right, so what's for
you've
dinner?
invited me
What are you
into your
cooking?
house.
What are you cooking me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, make
What
me
we
a
drinking?
sandwich, love. Go on, make me a sandwich. Then we'll go upstairs.
Steady on. Steady
Right.
on.
Artists should not own their work, says Dylan.
No.
The idea that a song, image, or paragraph can be fenced off as territory is one of the most corrosive superstitions still defended with a straight face. Intellectual property is the claim that you may control other people's actual physical property because you once arranged vibrations or pixels in a pleasing way and now demand rent forever. This is a legal hallucination built for monopolists. My ego and my revenue expectations give me veto power over what you do with your machine and your mind. Absurd.
What? Fuck you, Dylan, you communist. Fuck off. Fucking hell.
That's fucking mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what some of the people on Twitter are like.
Art should not own the work. Something that is like, individually unique in the world that like no one else has created. Like literally no one else. You don't own it. We all do, you fucking communist bastard.
Oh.
What? Oh, God.
Oh. Right, moving on. What we got? Oh, here we go, Shalini. This is you.
What?
A woman says she cut her hair because she was getting too many compliments from men. Right. So she cut. She had that hairdo, and then she went short. And doesn't she look way better with short hair?
But that's oh, God.
Don't you think she looks way better with short hair?
Yeah, she does a bit actually.
it
The long
suits
hair
her.
doesn't suit her.
Yeah, it really sits on the short hair.
But they're just wind back a little bit. It's like I was getting too many compliments.
Yeah.
So I just had to go
it's-
cut my hair. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's a lefty liberal shit thing, isn't it? You know,
Jesus Christ, take
people fucking
compliment,
loved
woman.
me. People loved me with my long hair. No, they didn't, doll. They didn't.
Jesus,
Yeah.
she's just a little bit sensitive, you know.
Oh, it's just a bit woke. Anyway, this one I'm not sure about, right? So this was apparently at a show. But so she's meant to be a robot. But
Are we sure? Are we sure
bit-
it's not somebody in a robot suit?
I thought it was somebody in a robot suit, but when she stands up and walks away, it's quite a big robot, so I'm thinking there is room for her in it. And then I'm looking at the joints, at the legs and the hips, and that's the problem because you can basically see that there's nothing there. And yet she looks like a real person.
Yeah.
Then it begs
getting
the other
fucking
question:
creepy.
is that an AI construct that you've just?
Well, that's
the
it.
thing.
That's it. Is it AI? But
AI.
it's at a show, you know.
It's an expo of some kind, but
Yeah. I don't know. It was creepy as fuck. I'm
yeah,
telling you.
it certainly
Because if
was.
that's real,
And everything.
if that's real, the sex bots aren't far away. Telling you. Right, speaking of sex bots, the new sound of music production in London, and it looks like Captain Von Trapp liked to spread himself around a bit. Well, hold on a minute. Wouldn't it be Mrs. Von Trapp that spread herself around rather than the captain?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I think the Mrs. Von Trapp's had a bit of the BBC.
The British Broadcasting Corporation.
Yeah,
Sarge, yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
It's a family show. Oh fuck, no, it's not.
But no,
Not really.
this is just representative of what the West End and the entertainment biz, or so to speak, is like. They do the same thing with Phantom of the Opera and all the musicals as well. So it could be the sound of music, but it's like, no, we have to tick all the boxes. Sorry,
Yeah,
not sorry.
yeah.
It's typical West End shite.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty poor. Is that a girl playing a boy at the back? The black girl. Boy.
The Austrians are black, I guess. That's obviously a new thing.
Yeah, round about World War II. Don't think there were many Black Austrians. Anyway, moving on.
Oh,
If
dear.
you're from Newcastle, you're not going to like this. Oh no, it's Sunderland. Sorry. If you was it Mackins and Tackins? Sunderland's are Tackins, aren't they? Why wasn't Jesus born in Sunderland? They couldn't find 3 wise men. It comes up every year, but it's good. Speaking of the flu, urgent warning issued over super flu sweeping UK after Laura Woods fainted live on air.
Oh, for goodness sake.
See, but
There's been a massive drive this week regarding flu and vaccination.
But that's the kind of thing that does happen if you do have the flu.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do keel over.
Yeah, you would keel over.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if you've got any kids watching the show, why the fuck would you? You are off your trolley. But if you have any kids watching the show, remember, not only is Santa not real, there are also no horny singles in the area wanting to meet you.
Oh dear.
It's a public service announcement. Right, America's drug addiction crisis is so bad the Japanese are now trolling us with the fentanyl fold. West Coast cities like Los Angeles, Portland, San Francisco, and Seattle should be embarrassed for leading the way. So that guy was filming fucking Japanese people doing the old fentanyl fold.
Nah, I think he was just doing a spinal roll. I think they're just
No, the whole thing was. I probably think the whole thing was just a setup, but it's funny.
yeah.
Right. It's an old one, but it came up again today. I thought about telling you a COVID-19 joke, but there's a 99.62% chance you won't get it.
Ah, the old ones are the best, I tell you.
And sometimes people, what you see is all about the angle.
What?
Keep calm and try an ale. Right,
Oh,
okay,
God.
did you see this one? Ariana Grande. Right, did you see this one?
Yes.
So it was a video and this guy was interviewing her and she goes, yeah, it's like, oh, I forget about this because, you know, when they program you, they make you forget about certain things and all that, blah, blah, blah. And somebody goes, look up MK Ultra to understand what happened here. Even the fact checkers are all over it. And you know what that means. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I had to reply going, yeah, Ariana Grande as a CIA asset. Yeah. Of course she is.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
It could be any one of like a couple of things. Like she could be experiencing some, body dysmorphia, or she could actually be suffering from bulimia or anorexia or
No,
something
but
like
even
that. That is possible.
Yeah, but it's what she was saying. She was actually saying that she was brainwashed and they made her forget about certain things, and so she couldn't talk about them.
That's what she said in the clip.
Yeah, in the clip. But
Right.
I think she's trolling.
Or was it taken out of context? Or
No,
Yeah,
I think she's just trolling.
yeah.
Because you remember her and that fucking Nosferatu bird, Cynthia.
It was Johnny Depp's daughter. was it,
No,
or-
Cynthia Erico.
The weird
The weird one that looks like Nosferatu.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, I know.
Who's
Because-
in? Because she's in Wishes as well, isn't she? That weird.
Yeah,
vacuum
yeah,
lady?
because they were trolling us as well. She does need to eat some pies, though. You're right, Joy. Right,
seriously
this guy, Nottingham, in the morning, Friday morning, this guy appears at the cash. What the fuck was he doing last night?
You would love to know.
Jeans on backwards, 2 different shoes, both right foot.
Jesus Christ. Taxi for that guy.
That's some fucking state to be in, mate. How they got there, I do not know. We've
That's
only
not
got
good.
4 left. We've only 4 left, Shalini. You've done all right.
Yeah,
Done all right.
Vaughan
You've got
got me a little something.
little whiskey,
A hot chocolate.
a hot chocolate.
I don't know, I
Right.
think he's put something in it because I've perked up.
Oh, you have? Yeah. A Guatemalan man changed his appearance so he could look more American.
Fuck. What am I looking at? Oh my god! Seriously?
I have no idea what the fuck this guy thinks.
Can't see
Why
any
he think-
change.
Why you think he's probably trying to hide from ICE?
Yeah.
Maybe.
But yeah. Right, moving on. Drunk raccoon found passed out on
The drunk raccoon.
liquor store floor after breaking in. Fucking hell, man. Bet it will cut with him.
I love these raccoons. I love raccoons. I wish
Do
I
you-
wish I had a raccoon.
Do they not carry rabies, raccoons?
Oh, they probably carry something, yes, but they're just
Nah.
mad. They're mad.
Hepatitis. Quite a few things probably.
But they do, don't they? Don't they actually hang out in like?
COVID.
Don't they hang out in bins and stuff?
Well, yeah. Yeah, because they're vermin. They're just giant rats, aren't they? Really?
Basically, yeah. but
Some
they're
people try
quite
to
funny.
domesticate them as well and put them on TikTok and Instagram and look at my cute raccoon and
Have you seen the Canadian guy that feeds them on his deck? And he gets swarmed with them. I mean, there must be like 50 raccoons come.
What you mean? He's just like you mean like in his house, outside his like in his garden or something? Is that what
Yeah,
you mean?
he's on his deck, right? And,
Oh, right,
and
yeah.
he has like buckets of nuts or whatever.
God.
And these raccoons come and they just keep coming and he's just covered in raccoons.
Oh no.
I mean, it's just creepy as fuck.
they're funny little creatures, raccoons, quite mischievous.
Yeah, because their eyes look like I can't think of what like
Pandas?
an old rubber's mask type thing.
All right, okay. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, I
If you know what I
suppose.
mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Do you remember the honey badger? Do you remember the honey badger that stole it stole a bag of booze on a Portuguese beach or something like that? Drank all the booze and slept for 3 days. So people
Oh
kept
my
going
God.
back. The thing was still sleeping. Fucking hell. Right, second last one. Jokingly asked someone who lost a lot of weight if they used the gym or Zempic, and they said cancer. Ooh, ouch. I wouldn't have put this in, but it's incredibly good news today, so I thought I could get away with it. I once went into work when I was working for the council, and it had been the Christmas break, so we'd been off for 2 weeks, and I went into work and I was going around wishing people Happy New Year and all that pish. And I walked into it's not the marketing department, what would you call it? The FOI department, the ones that responded to the FOI requests.
Yeah.
And I walked in there, and Tommy was there, who was he looks like a Samoan, right? He looks like, like the guy that The Rock's meant to be playing in that live action cartoon. He looks more like the guy that was in the cartoon.
Uh-huh.
But he was there looking like that, and his sidekick, who was Jim, right, looked like a fucking cancer victim. And I'm going, holy fuck, Jim, you've lost a power of weight, mate. You look like a cancer victim. And he's going, oh, I've had a bit of a sore back. And I'm like, fuck. I said, maybe you should go and see the doctor. 3 weeks later, he was fucking dead.
Oh, Jesus.
3 weeks. God. Pretty bad, though. Pretty bad. But, shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and with that, that's it for the evening. Have you anything else that you want to bring up?
No. No, it's been great. It's been great.
It's been great for you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, people, if you're still hanging around, you might see your name in lights shortly. The honey badger doesn't care, RCW. You're right. Honey badgers don't give a shit. Gunky Fadget says he blames Guardians of the Galaxy for the rise of the raccoon.
For the popularization of raccoons, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, they're a bit nuts in America, because you just see like these videos of people have like things they have as pets, like raccoons and other
squirrels.
Squirrels.
Why
and
would you have
other
a
things.
squirrel? Squirrels are nuts as well.
I think social media, again, TikTok and all that is kind of some sort of trend. Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Like they might have squirrel fleas. Like, who knows?
Yeah, but the other thing that I don't like is people that keep reptiles. There's
I
something
know. That's
wrong.
weird. weird. That's so weird.
There's
Ugh.
just something wrong with reptiles. They're just
Yeah, it's just
creepy.
no, yeah, that is creepy. Or like snakes, or yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stick with a dog or a cat, folks. Come on.
Yeah. Dog or
Even
cat,
even a little
fucking
budgie's all right. A little bird.
a budgie. We used to keep budgies when I was a kid. We had budgies. Joey. We always called it Joey.
Joey. Joey the
Every-
budgie.
Every budgie was called Joey, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
Why
true.
was that? Why was it? No.
That's true.
That's true.
Like a standard name, isn't it? Like for
Yeah, Joey the.
for
Joey
a
the
cat,
budgie.
like Ginger or something like that, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Right. It's been great for me.
It's been great for
I
me.
hope you've enjoyed yourself, crew out there. Thank you very much for coming along. Remember,
Thank you, Troll Room.
like, share, subscribe, and evangelize so we can get out. And I'll leave you with this, and then obviously the outro. But Elf on the Shelf really is.
I hate that elf on the shelf. I hate it.
It's so last year.
I
So
hate it.
It's just so last year, Shalini. We'll go with this.
That.
Think about it. It's Tiger on a